Well, let's bring in John Thomas now. He served as a chief strategist for Republican candidates in races all across the nation, and he's behind that new political action committee that's backing Ron DeSantis called Ron to the Rescue. We heard about that, PAC, in Brian's piece there. John, thank you so much for joining us. We know at this point DeSantis has yet to confirm whether or not he is running in 24, but is there a sense of urgency for him to announce, or can he take his time?
Boy, that's a big question, and thanks for having me on. You know, when the governor should announce, obviously, is up to him. Our super PAC isn't and can't coordinate with him. The challenge is the governor just got reelected in a landslide, turning Florida from what used to be a swing state into a red state. And so, the governor probably strategically should not announce, if the governor is inclined to run, before the end of this year, because Trump's announcing likely tomorrow. There's not going to be a lot of oxygen in this space. And then we're in the holiday season. And so we put together this group because of an outpouring of support from a broad coalition of people, Republicans in particular, across the country, saying, hey, look, somebody's got to stand toe-to-toe with Trump and make sure that voters think about DeSantis for president in 2024. We think they're going to agree with us.
All right, so John, there is this announcement coming from the former president tomorrow. He spoke about it. You know, he's teasing it as something big, but yet there's this new PAC that you were behind, obviously also getting a lot of support. Is it too soon at this point to write off Donald Trump as the Republican candidate in 2024?
Oh, not at all. I mean, look, it would be naive of anyone to say Donald Trump couldn't be the Republican nominee for 2024. He still has a very loyal following. But what we're saying is Donald Trump served time as a party leader, and he shifted now to a party elder. His time has passed. What we saw happen most clearly last Tuesday on election is most Trump-endorsed candidates lost. In fact, while some were expecting a red wave, it turned out to be more of a red mist. The only bright light was Ron DeSantis and what he did in Florida. And Nichole, that's simple, because not only does he have a track record of accomplishment, but Ron DeSantis is able to put together a broad coalition to vote Republican. That's what it's going to take if we are going to defeat, or Republicans are going to defeat, Joe Biden or whoever the Democrats put up in 2020.
I'm running out of time, but I want to get this last question in for you. Is there any concern that pushing a DeSantis candidacy could only deepen any perceived rift that exists right now within the Republican Party? Only have about 20 seconds.
No, it's a risk, but it's a risk I think voters are going to be willing to take, because bottom line, politics is a sport of winning, not just, fangirling out of who you like. We have to win in 2024, and we believe Ron DeSantis is the person to do that.
All right, you are right. It's all about winning. Okay, John, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.